Hi Submarine friends. Now that my submarine is finished, other than a new paint job, I want to talk about what we're going to do in the spring with the submarine. We've got 4 dive projects planned. The most important is videoing the SS City of Ainsworth paddle steamer. It sank in 1898 on November the 29th, and sadly 9 people died in that incident. So that ship is actually the most intact paddle steamer in British Columbia. So it's quite an important wreck. We're actually going to dive on a bulldozer that sank on the other side of the lake. It's laying in 300 feet of water. I don't think anybody's been to it yet. The reason we're going to do that first is it's kind of a shakedown cruise. I did make some modifications to the sub, so I want to make sure that the piloting is the same and that I can handle the sub properly. We cannot touch that shipwreck. We can't bump into it. We cannot harm that thing in any way, so we have to be very, very careful. So I don't want to just go straight there. The other project that we're going to take on, I've been thinking about for years and years and talking about and boring my friends, and it's time to do it. And that is to look for the Kootenay Lake gold boulder. I'm skeptical, most people are skeptical, but the story goes a few guys were out looking for lost cattle and they came across this gold boulder completely by accident. It's, I think, 4,900 ounces. It's, I can't remember the measurements, but it's big. It's like 3,000 pounds. So I've always dreamt about getting that, so we're going to start looking for it. And the way we're going to look for it is we're going to take a page from the Oak Island Mystery series, and we're not going to look for the gold. We're going to look for the boat that sank when they tried to load the gold. So as the story goes, they found the gold, and then they were trying to slide it down a ramp into the boat. Kootenay Lake is very, very deep and has very steep embankments. There's not a lot of beaches and that sort of thing. So what we're going to do, because the gold slid down, got away from them, crashed through the bottom of the boat, I'm assuming the boat sank. I really don't know. So if the boat sank, it's going to be in the location of where the gold is. So we're going to drop to the bottom of the lake. We're going to start at one end of the bay, and we're going to work our way all the way around the bay. And we'll just follow the toe of the slope, and theoretically the boat should be laying there. If we don't find it at the toe, we'll move up the slope and start all the way around again. I'm pretty sure I can cover 1 mile per dive in the sub. I'm limited to battery power and oxygen supply and all that. So we can do a dive every 2 days because everything has to be recharged. So then the next project will be looking for the boxcar of silver ingots. I didn't know about this until just the other day when my friend Brian Nadwidney told me about it. So that's on the opposite side of the lake because that's where the train tracks are. So I've got help from Brian Nadwidney. He's got a beautiful pontoon boat. And I've got help from my good friend Doug Pendry, and my son Anthony Pronk does all the videoing and editing. So Brian Nadwidney is a friend of mine who I met through the submarine. He's actually been acting as my safety diver. He also helped me do my 1,000 foot depth test to qualify the sub. Anyways, Brian is a really serious diver, dives over 300 feet deep. So he will act as the safety diver as well as helping with the boat and logistics and whatnot. I also have a steel landing craft boat that I'm going to cut a hole in the center of the boat and put in a pool so that we can winch straight through the bottom of the boat. And I can easily lift 6,000 to 8,000 pounds with that boat. We're installing a 12,000 pound Ramsey winch to make that all work. So we have some good equipment to work with. Obviously we have the kick-ass sub. It can handle those depths no problem. The max will be going is 400 to 500 feet. So that's what we're up to. Ciao for now.